Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. For today's video, we are going to see what if every NBA player went back to their college state home team. So we have all 30 NBA teams, and all the players are grouped based off of the college they went to and the NBA team that represents that college's state. So for example, every player that went to Michigan or Michigan State is going to be on the Detroit Pistons. Now keep in mind, not every single state has an NBA team. So I actually found a website that shows like what NBA team that state roots for the most. So yeah, guys, this roster was created by Life Lessons 23. He is an NBA YouTuber. He does a whole bunch of like NBA recreations and stuff like that. So link to his channel in the description below. He spent a ton of time on this roster. So thank you so much, dude, for doing that for me. And basically, guys, we are going to go through all these NBA teams, simulate the NBA season, and see what it's all about. Now, keep in mind, there is going to be like, you know, like Kentucky has so much NBA talent that, I mean, come on, man. Like, if we just like did this straight on, there's way too many NBA players that represent that, so you can't really find the team. So I do know that Life Lessons did try to like balance out the rosters, because you have like Texas that has like 3 NBA teams. So I believe he's like split like the Kentucky players, based on a few different NBA teams to keep things balanced. But here we go, man. We got the Philadelphia 76ers with Kyle Lowry, CJ McCollum, Steven Adams. Here's the rest of the NBA college roster you guys are looking at. A lot of good NBA talent from that team, man. I love Kyle Lowry, love CJ McCollum. Steven Adams is the beast himself. Where did he go to college at? Pittsburgh. I did not know he went to Pittsburgh. Okay. For the Milwaukee Bucks, you have Jimmy Butler, Dwayne Wade, Wesley Matthews, Dwight Bikes. I mean, a few years ago, like, yeah, D. Wade and Jimmy Butler would have been killing it, like, more than a few years ago, because, of course, those guys tried it out. Did not quite work out. I'm talking maybe, like, 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, right? Well, 1 second, my bad. For the Chicago Bulls, we got Wilson Chandler, George Hill, Kyle Korver, Monte Morris, Dougie McBuckets, and the rest of the squad out here, too. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, yes, guys, I know LeBron James did not go to college, but he did go on record to say that if he wasn't going to college, he was going to go to Ohio State. There was no way I was going to like have LeBron James deleted from this. He's too much of an important player. So you got him teaming up with D'Lo, Hassan Whiteside, Mike Conley. That is going to be one hell of a team, and probably my favorite to win it all. For the Boston Celtics, you got Reggie Jackson, Chris Dunn, JJ Barea. I'm sorry, Boston Nation, but Reggie Jackson's your guys' best player out there. I'm actually kind of surprised there is not like better NBA players from the Boston area. For the Los Angeles Clippers, you got Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Lou Williams. I believe, yeah, because you got San Diego State, Fresno State, you got, yeah. Okay, there we go, man. There's all those guys out there. Another case where it's like the Clippers, Lakers, I mean, you split up the talent, right? For the Memphis Grizzlies, Tobias Harris, you got Josh Richardson, Derrick Rose. That is going to be a fun team to watch out there, too. For the Atlanta Hawks, you are looking at Dwight Howard, Trae Young, I'm sorry, Thaddeus Young, not Trae Young, Derek Favors, and Colin Sexton with, I believe that's JaMychal Green, yes. And then you got the Miami Heat. I was very surprised, guys. There was not a lot of good NBA players from, like, this area. I know there's, like, because Al Horford, I believe, went to Florida, so I don't know how he split all that up and stuff like that. I mean, I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. He might have put them on the Orlando Magic, actually. But, yeah, I was very surprised. But you got, like, Udonis Haslem, of course. For the Charlotte Hornets, you got Stephen Curry, Kyrie Irving, Chris Paul, Jason Tatum, who went to Duke. This is one of those cases of, you know, like, the Duke area being a big fan of, like, the Charlotte Hornets, according to the statistics that I looked up. Utah Jazz, you got Kyle Kuzma, DeLon Wright, and then a whole bunch of other dudes out there. I think there was a few cases, too, where, yeah, because I believe Andrew Bogut, he did go to Utah, didn't he? Okay. I thought he was just, like, straight-on international player. I didn't know he played college ball. For the Sacramento Kings, you got DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic, Willie Cauley-Stein, Jaylen Brown, Taj Gibson, and a whole bunch of other good NBA talent out there. For the New York Knicks, of course, you got Carmelo Anthony from Syracuse, Deion Waiters, Jeremy Grant, Tyler Ennis, Wesley Johnson. For the Los Angeles Lakers, another team that was split up, you got Russell Westbrook, Zach LaVine, Drew Holiday, Kevin Love, Lonzo Ball. So yeah, this team right here should be pretty dominant themselves. For the Orlando Magic, here we go. Yeah, it was definitely split up that way. So you got Bradley Beal, there's Al Horford, Jonathan Isaac, Chandler Parsons, Joakim Noah. For the Dallas Mavericks, DeAndre Jordan, Chris Middleton, Taurean Prince, Ike Udoh, and Robert Williams, some other guys. For the Brooklyn Nets, you have Kemba Walker, Andre Drummond, Rudy Gay, Jeremy Lamb, and Shabazz Napier. For the Denver Nuggets, Pascal Siakam. Now, I was confused about this one. I did see him on there. It says New Mexico State. So, I guess I don't know how that relates. Is that, like, near? Because that wouldn't be near, like, Colorado. I don't know, man. I was a little confused by that one. But maybe he's just, like, tossed him on there for some reason. You got Robertson, Spencer Dinwiddie, Alec Burks, Larry Nance Jr. For the Indiana Pacers, Victor Oladipo, Gordon Hayward, Cody Zeller, Eric Gordon, Etwan Moore. For the New Orleans Pelicans, Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell. Ooh, we got 2 rookies of the years right there, man. Well, come on, man. Donovan Mitchell probably should have won it too. Should have been a freaking dual rookie of the year. Paul Millsap, Montrez, Terry Rozier. For the Detroit Pistons, we are looking at Draymond Green, Gary Harris, Karis LeVert, Tim Hardaway, Jaren Jackson, Zach Randolph, Jamal Crawford, Miles Bridges. Yo, where's Trey Burke and Nick Stauskas? Damn, dude, so many good memories of that team. All those players, really. Toronto Raptors. So what he did for Toronto actually is because, of course, because they're in Canada, he didn't want to just delete a whole bunch of international players. He put some really good international players on that team, which was a good idea. Giannis, Marcus Gasol, Serge Ibaka, Bojan, Dennis Schroeder, Dirk, Tony Parker. That team might actually win it all too, man. They got a lot of good talent out there. For the Houston Rockets, you have that Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins connection again. Yep, this is one of the teams that, got some Kentucky players on it just because of having 3 Texas teams and a lot of really good talent from Kentucky and Duke. John Wall, Karl-Anthony Towns, Devin Booker. And then next up, we have the San Antonio Spurs with Kevin Durant, LaMarcus Aldridge, Tristan Thompson. Yo, guys, believe it or not, Kevin Durant, when he was in college, he was one of my favorite players in the NBA. It wasn't until later in his NBA career that I actually started to hate him. And it wasn't even I actually didn't really like my OKC Thunder. I thought he was kind of cocky on that team, too. For the Phoenix Suns, you got James Harden, Lauri Markkanen, DeAndre Ayton, Aaron Gordon, Wande Hollis Jefferson. So a lot of good tools there for James Harden to work with. For the OKC Thunder, we got Joel Embiid, Blake Griffin, Andrew Wiggins, Trae Young, and Buddy Hield. That's the rest of the players. Minnesota Timberwolves team, you got Jeff. Oh my God, this team is no bueno, bro. Oh my God. Oh, damn. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying all those players. Portland Trail Blazers, Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson, Isaiah Thomas, DeJounte Murray, Zach Collins. Should be a nice squad. Do some high scoring out there. For the Golden State Warriors, Brook Lopez, JaVale McGee, Jeremy Lin, Dwight Powell, and Robin Lopez. Not a ton of great talent out there. And then the Washington Wizards. I'm sure Washington wished it was the Washington Warriors. Sabonis, Jeff Green, Otto Porter, and some other dudes out there. So yeah, man, those are all the teams and all the colleges and all the players put together. We are now going to go ahead, simulate an entire NBA season, and I'm going to look at, I don't know, man, let's go with, was it that Lakers team that was looking kind of crazy? Yeah, let's look at the Lakers. I do want to talk a little bit about college basketball and just get your guys' opinion on some of the players out there. If you guys think it's going to be the top picks in the draft, because personally for me, I do think it's going to come down to RJ Barrett and Zion Williamson to be the number 1 pick in the draft. I feel like due to hype, it's probably going to be Zion Williamson, but at the same time, let's say, I don't know, it really depends on the draft, the team that gets the draft pick too, because there might be some cases where a team might actually need an RJ Barrett more. I feel like either way, both those guys are going to be explosive and some of the best players for many, many years to come. I really like Cam Reddish out there. I think Cam Reddish is going to have kind of that Devin Booker effect. Because he's on a team with really good players. He's really good himself, but, he's definitely all the lights on Zion and RJ. So it was the same case for Devin Booker. I believe he was actually on the bench his freshman year, and it's we didn't really see what he could do exactly until he got to the NBA, and now Devin Booker is one of the best shooting guards out there. I also really like Romeo Langford. That dude has some crazy range, but he also has that Tracy McGrady athleticism. So it's gonna be a lot of fun to see what he does inside the NBA. John Morant, I'm pretty sure he's leading the nation in assists. He's averaging 10 or 11 assists per game. Also scoring about 23 points a game, 5 rebounds. So I have a feeling he kind of reminds me. I don't know, man, because I don't know if he's got a good 3-point shooter or anything like that, but if he is a good 3-point shooter, he can pretty much be like John Wall with a really good 3-point shot, which could be pretty damn dangerous out there. And as far as the college basketball standings go, like I was saying, guys, I'm a big Michigan fan, so I've been watching a few games here and there. They are currently 17-0 at the making of this video, although it's a bad season to be really good because, let's be honest, guys, Duke is probably going to be winning it all, although they are 14-2, so I mean, Duke definitely shown that they are a little bit vulnerable out there. So, I don't know, man. Then you got guys like Bobo out there. You got my boy Taco. My Taco. Taco's he's one of the best shot blockers in entire college basketball. And there's probably a lot of other really good college basketball players out there that I'm just not really talking about because there's so many great guys out there, so many colleges. For example, the leading scorer in college is Chris Clemens, averaging 29 points per game, getting 6 rebounds and 3 assists. So you also got Antonio Davis, who's getting about 28 points per game. And it's those are guys that I really don't hear too much about. Although I guess it depends on the conference you're in too, kind of the talent you're playing against. But here we go, one more game on the season against the Portland Trail Blazers. And MVP going to, who's going to be, man? Who's it going to be? They're really making this well. Okay, here we go. Simulate through day 8 there. Okay, there we go. It's going to be Kevin Durant of the Texas Longhorns, getting 31 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists per game. Of course, on the Spurs, though. We got DeAndre Ayton, Rookie of the Year on the Suns. Chris Paul, 6th man on the Charlotte Hornets. Team had so much talent. We got Draymond Green getting Defensive Player of the Year on the Detroit Pistons. I would actually take him in Detroit right now, man. Kent Bazemore as Most Improved, and Mike D'Antoni as Coach of the Year. All-NBA first team looking like this, with LeBron James, of course, making it on Cleveland. Was that kind of cheap, guys, for me to put LeBron on Ohio? I don't know, man. I know he was going to go there, so I did not want to get rid of him. There's All-NBA second and All-NBA third. All defensive teams, all rookie teams, of course. And yeah, so as far as playoffs go, we got Houston, which is Kentucky representatives there. New Orleans, Phoenix, Lakers, OKC, Portland, San Antonio Kings, Cleveland, Indiana. We got Philly, Washington, Charlotte, Atlanta, and Toronto, which is the international players, and the Detroit Pistons, which is Michigan players, of course. Let's go ahead, though, and check out these player stats on the season. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of scroll through it real quick here, guys, so you can all see how your favorite college players did, your favorite college state or NBA team, or however you want to take this video, whatever regards you want to take it in. Yo, where'd, Jimmy Lin, he went to, Harvard, that's right. He was undrafted, but he did go to Harvard, of course. LeBron James, 28 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. Mike Conley, D'Lo. Yeah, that team right there, I still think is probably going to win all, man. It's going to be funny, too, because LeBron bypassed college. Where do I go to college at? He went to, no, he went to high school? Oh, wait. I mean, I know he didn't go to college, but okay, but he's from that area, so that's why he has him on there. Okay, that makes sense. That does make sense. I was like, yeah, Dwight Howard didn't go to college. I did not remember that at all. Okay, I think we checked them all out. Here we go. Let's simulate these playoffs and see who wins it all. I'm still thinking it's going to be Cleveland, though, and Ohio State. Got some really good NBA players. Lakers are gone, so that didn't really freaking last long. The Pacers players are gone. Kings gone. No, it might be Houston. I think it's going to be Houston versus Cleveland. That is my prediction. Wizards gone. Okay, who's next, man? Who's moving on to the conference finals? OKC gone. Phoenix gone. Philly gone. Toronto gone. Okay, so we are down to Charlotte, which is like a lot of like, I believe, yeah, because I think they would have like some Kentucky players and stuff like that. Let me pull them up here real quick. And maybe some Duke players. I know like those colleges really like this team a lot. Yeah, so they got some Duke players out there. All right. So yeah, of course, you got Duke out to represent Ohio State, Kentucky, and Texas. I would say that's a pretty good bunch. And we are going to be having the Duke players versus some Kentucky players. I mean, come on, man. I could have still said before this video that's probably what it was going to be, but yeah, that's where we're at with it. And the best college goes towards the Houston Kentuckies, which is not the actual state team representative, but it's the best we got. Closeout game 30 for Chris Paul, 25 for Stephen Curry. We got DeMarcus Cousins at 33 points, 12 rebounds, 17 for John Wall, 17 and 12 for Anthony Davis, 15 for Booker. Of course, you still got De'Aaron Fox out there, Karl Anthony Towns, Jamal Murray. So yeah, this team, hella dominant. Anyway, hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I love doing videos like this. So if you have any more what if ideas you want me to do, always let me know in the comment section below. And be sure, guys, to check out Life Lessons 23. Thank you so much, bro, for making this roster for me. It turned out fantastic. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.